My friend, if you're over 60 and mornings just don't feel like they used to, weak energy, slow start, no drive down there, then I want you to lean in for a minute, because the truth is, what's happening in your body might not be aging, it might be a circulation crash, and the breakfast you had this morning might be making it worse. But the good news is, there's a way back. 3 foods, simple, natural, that help boost blood flow exactly where it matters. Most you don't need pills. You need proper fuel, and if you're still watching after the next 30 seconds, this might just change your life. Being Dr. James Rowan, and for the last 30 years, I've been helping men rebuild their strength and performance without relying on prescriptions. Because most guys I talk to, they're not looking for a miracle. They're just tired of feeling like less than the man they used to be. But here's the thing. No one's ever told them the truth, no. One explained how circulation affects testosterone, how nitric oxide, the stuff that opens up your blood vessels, drops hard after 60, or how just 3 choices at breakfast can start flipping that switch back on. And that's why we're here, not for hype, not for shame, but for real solutions rooted in biology and real life. Because if you've got another 20 or 30 years ahead, don't you want them to feel strong and not just survive, but thrive? At least talk about what's really going on. Let's take a breath right here and talk about what's actually happening inside your body after 60, because you're not just tired for no reason. You're not just losing performance because it's part of aging. That's not the full story, not even close. Here's what I want you to picture. Inside your body, you've got thousands of tiny highways. They carry blood, nutrients, oxygen, hormones. And when you were 25, those highways were clear, smooth, wide open, but now, some of those highways are shrinking. Some are blocked, and some, they're just not working like they used to. That's what we mean when we talk about poor circulation. It's not just about cold fingers or numb toes. It's about blood not getting down there fast enough. It's about oxygen not fueling your muscles. It's about your testosterone delivery system running out of gas now. On top of that, your body's natural hormone balance starts to shift. You've got lower testosterone, higher cortisol, the stress hormone, and less nitric oxide, the molecule that actually helps blood vessels open up. That trifecta. It hits you hard. Suddenly your mornings are sluggish. Your confidence drops, and maybe the most painful part, you stop feeling like yourself. And look, I've seen men carry this in silence. For years, they blame themselves. They blame their partner. They say, maybe I'm just done. But listen to me. You are not done, because here's the part nobody told you. This breakdown isn't permanent. It's just a system out of tune, and like any system, it can be fixed. You just need the right tools and the right guidance. That's exactly why I made this video. We're going to reset the system. We're going to rebuild your performance, and we're going to do it with real steps that actually work. Ready? Let's move forward. And you know what else I've seen that no one talks about? The emotional toll this takes on a man. It's not just about blood flow or testosterone. It's about how you start questioning yourself, your confidence, your worth, even your identity. You look in the mirror and think, where did that guy go? The one who used to wake up ready to take on the world. And somewhere deep down, you start believing maybe he's not coming back. But I'm here to tell you, he is, and you don't need to chase that feeling with shame or fear. You just need a way back, a path that actually works for the man you are now, because the body can bounce back, the spark can return, and the road begins with a few simple shifts that work with you, not against you. Let me show you how. An ode. Here's what I want you to try first. Alright, here's where things start to shift. I want you to grab a simple food, one you might already have sitting in your kitchen. It's called beetroot, or just beets. Now I know, not the most exciting thing in the world, but let me explain why this little root is one of the most powerful circulation boosters for men over 60. Beets are packed with natural nitrates, And when those nitrates hit your saliva, they get converted into nitric oxide. That's the exact molecule your body needs to expand blood vessels, especially down there. So more nitric oxide means more blood flow, and more blood flow means stronger performance, better energy, and even faster recovery. But that's not all. Beets also support your liver, which helps process hormones, and they're full of antioxidants that reduce inflammation, a key reason why many older men feel stiff, slow, or sore now. Here's how I want you to use it. First thing in the morning, before breakfast, take half a cup of fresh beet juice. Not the canned stuff, not the sugar-packed versions. Fresh beet juice, either made at home or from a clean brand you trust. If you don't like the juice, roasted beets with olive oil and a sprinkle of black pepper work just fine too. But juice is faster and gives your blood vessels that quick morning jolt. Drink it. Wait 20 minutes, then go for a short walk. Even just 5 minutes around the block, you'll feel the warmth, the energy. That's nitric oxide opening your highways. I've had men tell me they felt a difference within 3 days. More alert, more responsive, and in some cases, more confident in the bedroom. The secret is consistency. Do this every day for 1 week. And don't skip. Your body needs time to relearn how to flow. And once it does, you'll remember how good it feels to wake up with power again. Try it. And don't overthink it. Just 1 glass, 1 walk, 1 shift. That's all it takes to get started. Now, if you try that 1 shift for just a week, I'm telling you, you're going to feel it. Maybe not like a lightning bolt, but like a quiet engine starting to hum again. Mornings feel clearer, your energy steadies, and you might even catch yourself standing a little taller in the mirror. But that's just the beginning, because once your body realizes, hey, we're making a comeback, it starts asking for more. And that's where most guys miss the real opportunity. Don't stop at 1 fix. You build on it. You take that first spark and feed it something new. Because the truth is, momentum matters after 60. And when you stack the right things, even slowly, they don't just add up, they multiply. Let me show you how. We're not stopping TREB, because here's the truth. Beet juice alone isn't going to rebuild your entire system. It's powerful, yes, but your body needs momentum. And that means we stack wins. Let me tell you about a man named Harold, 72 years old, former high school coach. He came to me feeling frustrated, tired, honestly, kind of ashamed. He said, "Doc, I don't even recognize myself anymore." So we started with the beet routine. Just like I told you, half a glass in the morning, little walk. That was week 1, but by week 2, I added 1 small thing, a 30-second cold splash on his legs right after brushing his teeth. Now, this wasn't a full cold shower, just turning the tap cold and rinsing from the knee down for half a minute. Why? Because cold exposure wakes up the circulatory system. It shocks your capillaries into opening, pushing blood back to the center. It's like flipping on a switch that's been off for years. Harold didn't love it at first, but something happened. He started sleeping deeper. He said his legs felt lighter, and the kicker? He had his first strong morning in over a year. Now, that wasn't just the beets, and it wasn't just the cold rinse. It was both, working together, slowly rebuilding his rhythm. The thing is, most men think they need to make some giant change overnight, but that's not how biology works after 60. What works is stacking small wins, little changes, little shifts, done consistently. That's how the fire comes back. So, if you've already started the beet routine, great. Now, add this tomorrow morning. Turn that faucet cold just for 30 seconds. Let it hit your calves. Let it wake you up. You're not punishing your body. You're reminding it how to fight you. We're not trying to be 25 again. You're just giving your system the signal. It's time to perform again. Here's where most men get at Tilonji now. Listen, because this might surprise you. Most men who try to fix their blood flow actually end up making it worse. Not because they're lazy, not because they're weak, but because they're doing the right thing the wrong way. Let's take the beet juice. For example, some guys hear it boosts circulation, so they drink a huge glass at night. Wrong timing. Why? Because at night, your body isn't primed for nitric oxide production, and flooding your system too late can interfere with sleep or spike blood sugar right before bed. Then there's the guy who adds sugar or fruit to the juice to make it taste better. Now you've got inflammation. And inflammation kills the very blood flow you're trying to fix. See what I mean? There. Trying, but missing the details. I had one man email me, "Doc, I've been drinking beets every day, but nothing's changing." We looked at his routine. Turns out he was adding honey, blending it with banana, and drinking it after a heavy breakfast. Good intention, poor executions. So I told him strip it down, just beets. First thing in the morning before food. No sugar. Then walk. He emailed again. 2 weeks later, subject line, "Doc, I woke up like I was 40. That's how fast it can change when you do it right." Same mistake happens with cold rinses. Men turn the water freezing. They stay under too long. They shock the system into stress instead of stimulation. You only need 30 seconds lukewarm to cool, just to trigger your circulation, not traumatize it. So, here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to push harder. You need to align smarter. Right action, right timing, real results. Not broken. You're not beyond help. You just haven't had someone guide you through the details, and that's what I'm here for. Now I've got to tell you something, and this part's important, because even the smartest guys, the ones who really want to fix things, they stumble here. They do the right thing, but they do it in the wrong way, and then they say, "Doc, I tried it. It didn't work." But when I ask how they did it, that's where the cracks show up. Maybe they used too much. Maybe they skipped the timing, or they added in something they saw online that ended up messing with the whole process. It's not their fault. Not at all. We were never taught this stuff. But I want to fix that right now, because if you're already making the effort, I want it to pay off, and the only way to do that is to get this next part right. Let me walk you through it, and letting me give you a couple more testosterone. Now that you've got the core in place, let me give you a few more small changes that can make a big difference. These are little add-ons I've seen work wonders when used alongside the beet juice and cold rinse routine. First, magnesium. I call it the quiet mineral, because when it's low, your muscles cramp, your blood vessels tighten, your stress goes up, and your performance? Well, you already know, but when it's right, things start to move again. Most men over 60 are low in it, and the worst part? Coffee, alcohol, and certain meds drain it even more. So, here's a tip. Take 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. At night, it calms your nervous system, relaxes blood vessels, and improves sleep, which doubles your recovery. Next, lemon water first thing in the morning. It sounds simple, but a warm glass of lemon water before anything else does 3 powerful things. It hydrates your blood, it stimulates your liver, which clears out waste, and it kickstarts digestion. I tell men, before coffee. Before food, warm lemon water. It's like oiling the engine before a long drive. And lastly, movement. I don't mean a full workout. Just 5 to 10 minutes of light walking. Ideally outside, morning sun on your skin. Deep breathing movement. In your legs, there's a phrase I love. Motion is lotion. Because your blood doesn't move on its own, you've got to invite it. And walking, especially in the morning, is like sending an RSVP to your circulation system. That's it. No supplements. No gym memberships. Just magnesium at night, lemon water in the morning, and a few steps before the day gets away from you. Stack these with the beet juice and rinse. And you're not just managing age. You're changing the direction of it. You're building a body that remembers what it means to be alive again. Leave you with touch eyes before we wrap up. Let me just say this as your doctor and your brother in this stage of life. I've been told a lot of things about aging. that it's normal to slow down, that it's expected to lose your strength, that it's just how it goes after 60. But I don't accept that, and neither should you, because what I've seen over and over is that men aren't broken. They're just misinformed. They're just exhausted from chasing the wrong advice. And they're desperate for something that finally works, without shame or pressure. This isn't about being perfect. It's not about going back to how you were at 25. It's about reclaiming your edge, your clarity, your energy. The part of you that still wants to feel like a man when you wake up in the morning. And I promise you, that feeling is not gone. It's just been buried under stress, time, and bad habits. But today, you've got a new path forward. Beet juice, rinses, magnesium, walking, water, simple steps, real results. You don't have to do everything. Just start with one thing, then watch what happens. Try this today. And when you do, drop your age in the comments. I'll reply to everyone and subscribe, because we're just getting started.